Game On is brought to you by the Bucks County Community College.
Hello, welcome into our on-campus With Game On football show. I'm your host, Jeff Beideman. She's Renee Washington. He's Drew Markol. She's Jen Wielgus. And if our surroundings look a little bit different, well, that's because they are. Instead of setting up shop at one of our area high schools, we are here at Shady Brook Farm.
With the turkeys.
Yeah, breaking bread with some of our favorite farm friends. All right, Renee, we typically get to this time of the year and there's not too many teams left for us. This year is no different. We have 3 teams in the playoffs and 3 Thanksgiving matchups. And it's an interesting playoff matchup because 2 of those 3 are playing each other, Palisades, Conwell, Egan.
Yeah, so the good thing is we know one of our teams will be advancing to play in the following weekend, but the bad thing for Conwell Egan is they're playing Palisades. And Conwell Egan has had an up and down season, depending on whether they finish games strong, depending on if they're stayed disciplined throughout the game. They come away with the win like against Lansdale Catholic and New Hope Soulbury, but other games like their loss to Lansdale Catholic earlier in the season, not so much. So for them playing a tough opponent in Palisades, and Jen, you have seen Palisades a lot and can speak on them, it's really going to be a tall task for Conwell Egan this week.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Renee. We were expecting Palisades to play some really tough defense against Lee Heighton.
Didn't exactly happen.
It ended up being a shootout with 2, it really was a clash of the Titans. I mean, 2 undefeated teams, and Palisades rose to the occasion. They showed they can score at will when they need to. I mean, that was a magical night for those kids. It was terrible conditions, raining, not too cold, but hopefully you're going to cover that game this weekend, Renee. You get a little bit better weather, but district title for Palisades, you kind of saw that coming. I honestly can't imagine there being a better team than Palisades in the 3A field. There might be bigger teams size-wise, but I mean, they've got it all.
Jeff, I don't know. I think it'll be a little bit closer than we believe, though. The running back like Garwo that Egan has, I think it'll be another tight one. I don't think Palisades, won't blow them out.
All right, and our other matchup, we have Archbishop Wood against Wyoming Valley West.
Well, speaking of blowouts, Wyoming Valley West, started they were like 1-5. They've turned it on since, but
6-6. If you've already got 6 losses on your slate,
right, and you
going up against Wood,
and not playing the kind of teams that Wood,
right? You haven't seen a team like them, so there's your blowout.
All right, real quick, we'll come back to you, Drew, on this one. Thanksgiving football, very near and dear to your heart. We're down to 3 games these days.
Which is in my mind is a shame, Jeff. But I love Thanksgiving football. You get huge crowds. I mean, it's how it should be. Penridge, Quakertown, Upper Moreland, Hatboro, Morrisville, Bristol. Those places will be packed. I wish we did it when I was in high school because you get to see everybody come back. Alumni. It's just a great atmosphere. Fortunately, I mean, you'll have the Penridge Quakertown game because Penridge lost the other day.
Right.
So. But for the people who love that game, that's a great thing.
And now it's time for our tried and true Thanksgiving feature where each one of us offers up a slice of pie to a team, a program, or a coach who we think really deserves it this holiday season. And Jen, since you were the procurer of the pies, you get first shot here.
You make those yourself, Jen.
Yeah, we started this tradition a few years ago. I love it. I'm going to go with Palisades, not only for their great season on the field, their 13-0 district title, but for the way that they have faithfully represented and honored the memory of Tom Poynton Jr., an assistant coach that died before the 2016 season. They've bonded over their grief and their suffering and, a really healthy dose of perspective on what's important in life. They presented Sarah Poynton, the widow of Tom, with the district trophy and sang happy birthday to her after the game on Saturday night when they won the district title. Palisades, you're getting the pie and some nice whipped cream to go with that.
Jeff, I'm going to go with Upper Moreland. Undefeated regular season, played most of the season on the road waiting for their field to be ready. Came back, had some huge wins over Quakertown, Hatboro, Upper Dublin. A nice job by Adam Beach and the Golden Bears. They get my slice and some more whipped cream.
Keep it on.
Well, I'm going to have to go with the Lions of New Hope Soulbury and most importantly, Jesse Capriati. So for New Hope Soulbury, they were undefeated except when they played Conwell Egan. And to run through the BAL like they did, and Jesse Capriati had a phenomenal season rushing for over 2,000 yards, now the all-time leading rusher in New Hope Soulbury history, scoring over 30 touchdowns. He gets about that entire piece of pie there, and then the slice can go to New Hope Soulbury.
All right, anybody who has watched this show since August can probably guess where my slice is going. That would be the Truman Tigers. Here's all you need to know. District 1 has been running playoffs since 1992. And for the first time in Truman's history, they were invited to the party this year. So
It
this
will not
goes
be the
out.
last time.
It will
No.
not be. And that actually will be one of the key things for them here, is to be able to continue this. But I'll tell you what, the coaching staff with Michael Palambara, Galen Snyder, and Dave Sanderson as coordinators, this piece is for you. All right, that'll do it for our show this week. We'd like to thank Shady Brook Farm for hosting On Campus. A reminder, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at HS Game On. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for Beat the Experts.